I'm going to attempt to do a video to show you how to make one of these. I call them year of birth pen stands, made of corian, and inside the insert is a florin. The tools that are needed for this, I'm going to use two carbide tip tools, one square and one round. Also there's a corian. I like to mark it on the back of the corian, on the bad side, because that is the side that's going to be shown when you start working it. So as you can see, I've marked the centre so that when I place it onto my piece of wood, I can bring my tailstock up and get it dead centre. Also, I've got a piece of wood. This is what the corian will be fixed to. You can use, I wouldn't use MDF because MDF can split, as you know. But I've marked the centre of that as well so that I can grip it in my chuck, and then I can bring my tailstock up and get that dead centre. But also a little handy tip, if you round off one edge, then when it comes to taking the corian off, you've got something to lever your screwdriver up against when you do it. Also, the chuck, you only use 2 jaws on the chuck to grip the piece of wood. At the moment I've got the Axminster C jaws on, but I would normally use these deep ones to grip it with, but not everybody has got these, so I thought, well, I'll do the video using a standard set of C jaws from the Axminster collection. And that's about it, so I'll see you in a minute once we start turning. Now, as you can see, I've placed a piece of sacrificial wood in the chuck and I've centred it. And now what I've done, I've got my piece of corian and I've stuck double-sided carpet, double-sided tape on one side, on the good side, may I add. Now I'm going to centre that using the revolving centre on the piece of sacrificial wood. There you go. Tailstock out the way, make sure it's well stuck and your chuck's well tight, and we're ready for action. Just go and get my chisels. These are very easy to turn. Round one first. Speed up a little bit. Just rounding off the edge. I'm going to go in with my square one, the square carbide tip, just to get rid of all the corners. So very gently, because you don't want to hit your bit of wood too hard at the back. check, make sure I've got rid of all the corners. Looks like we're almost there. I'm going to use a parting tool now just to get rid of them last little bits. Going very gently. There we are. Back to the round carbide tip, and we can round it all off properly now. I'm going to create a Roman oggy on this, so we need to make a little step at the bottom. Too far there. And then turn that again. And we'll start again. There we have it. Just get rid of the unwanted bit. Of course, you can make the step with a parting tool if you wish to. Yeah, just like that. And to draw it all back up again. Simple as that. Be careful of these corners on the bits of wood when you're turning as well. There, that's as near perfect. I'm going to just sand that, which won't take a second. Crash goes the chisel on the floor. What I recommend is, for the flat area, is something solid, either a piece of wood or a scrap piece of corian behind your sandpaper. Slow the lathe down. I use J-Flex, by the way. I find it's nice for turning. Be careful of the corners on the wood. The reason I'm using this is so that I get a nice flat surface. If there's any bits that are not level, then it won't sand them, obviously, and you'll see the marks normally near the middle somewhere. There we are. Take care with your corners of your bit of wood. Don't have an argument with them, because that's tougher than you. On to the next grip. Don't need the block now because you've already got it nice and flat. I'm going through the grits from 120 to 600. It's 400. Wind the corners. Might think you're keeping on about the corners, but if you catch your fingers on them, you'll know about it, I'm telling you. End up with bits of your body missing. Well, when it's going fast anyway. .600 grit. There we are. Keep all the grips in place. Put them up on the shelf out of the way. Speed the lathe back up. Little drop of teacup. Again, mind the corners. Rid of the residue. Look at that shine. Lovely bit of stuff. Right, now what we want to do is an insert there for the flooring to fit into. So we need to measure the flooring to see how far over we need to go. Right, the flooring measures 27mm. So obviously we need to halve that. Lost my bloody pencil now. There we go. So if we go, what do we say, 27? I think if we go over, I would say 32, so we measure 16mm from the edge. Just need a little mark. I need a lot. Bring the tailstock up, I just knocked my flooring flying. But there you go, that's me. Now what we've got to do is undo the chuck, move that across to where we've put the pencil mark. And that's pretty well spot on. Tighten the chuck up again. Now by doing this piece of wood is sticking out even further. So you need to be doubly careful. Tailstock out the way. So we'll rest back on. Find me flooring. Right, so it's 27. So we need 13.5. And there we have it. Easy peasy, isn't it? Now we're going to use the parting tool. Go in and start. Just to show you, you can use scrapers as well on this stuff. If you really want to, you could use a spindle gouge. The reason I like the carbide tips is because they stay sharp longer. Just want to try the size of the hole. There you go, just right. And now we're going to make it a bit deeper. And there we have it. Almost there. Just going to sand and there's a little bit of a bow in the middle. And we need to take a bit more out. Using a square carbide for this, so I can get a nice flat bottom. Don't be cheeky. And there we have it. Nigh on a perfect finish on that. So I'm only going to use 4 and 600 grits. There we are. That's 2 stages done. Now we need to change the revolving centre for the Jacob chuck with a 4.5 drill bit on 4mm screw. Now what we're going to do is loosen the chuck off again and go over the other side where we want to fit the trumpet. Again, mind the corners because they're sticking out a long way. There we are. Soon though, when you're through, you can feel by the pressure on the drill. And there we have it. One finished product. There, now what I'm going to do is get my screwdriver. On the rounded off edge that I showed you before, just twist the screwdriver and away it comes. And there you have it. Peel off the double-sided tape, and there you go. And all I do now is a little bit more T-cut, just to clean up the base. What some people do is put bays on this side because of it standing on the desk, but I don't bother. And sometimes you might find that you get a few little rough bits round that back edge, and all that needs is just a little touch up with a bit of scratch on the back. Hope this is all on the camera because I can't see it. There you go. Where's my flooring? There you go. One made. All I've got to do is put a screw through the back. I normally drill with a 10.5mm drill on the back so that the screw head is sunk in to the stand. But that's all made and all finished. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. Just going to drill the back of the hole. And find the button. I have to go quite deep because I've only got a short screw. You know what it's like to have a short screw, don't you? And that's it. Job done. Thank you very much.